little Eastern Red Cedars that I dug out of a field. And as you can see, they're really ugly looking right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim up all this stuff so that I can pot them. And clean them up, get rid of the grass, some of these sticks. Okay. Now this is almost ready to pot. Some of this stuff isn't any good. And what we're going to do is we're going to put this into the pot. But before we start, we're going to put a little bit of compost in the bottom. Okay. We're going to set our plant in. And what we're going to try and do is get it square as we can and fill it up the rest of the way with the potting soil. And we're going to try and get it down in nice and smooth. Get it down. And again, we want to try and get it so it stands upright, straight up in the pot. Now I put the rest of the soil in, and I want to make sure that it's filled, but I don't want to overfill it. And I want a little space here, this is called free play, so that when it gets water here, the water can go down into the pot instead of running over the side of the pot and off of it. That way we get better watering on the plant. And that's how I pot up an Eastern Red Cedar that I dug out of the wild area around Highland Hill Farm. I just potted up some Eastern Red Cedars, and I'm going to show you how I like to water them. I don't like to overwater them. I like to keep them moist, not wet, and not dry. And here's a little watering wand that I use. I turn it on, and I don't have very much water because I don't want much water. I just keep them a little bit moist. It doesn't take a lot of water, just enough to keep them moist, not wet, and not dry. And I'll do this 2 or 3 times a day just to keep them moist. They don't have to be flooded, and that's enough moisture right there. And do that once or twice a day for the first week. Also try and keep the foliage a little moist, so you see the water shaking off. That's good. That helps the seedling, keeps it from dehydrating. And the seedlings should all take. And in about a year, we'll be able to plant these out in the field and sell them. You can call me at 215-651-8329 if you have any questions on how to grow trees and shrubs. This is Bill at Highland Hill Farm.